up, everyone? This is the Oklahoma Prepper. I'm so sorry it's another late one. I had to go out and do some grocery shopping. Today we're going to do a Q&A on going from a freaking huge, I don't know, it's not even that big, four bedroom house, going from 4-bedroom house to a tiny cabin. So I've got to get a chair over here. If my lovely assistant can get me a chair, that would be amazing, sweetheart. I'm going to do that. Hey there, Wee Tree, what's up? That's loud. So, as some of you may know, I'm currently in my tiny house, or my cabin. Alright, so the lighting is terrible. I know that. I can tell you that right now. The lighting is absolutely horrible. My lack of a studio is absolutely horrible. So, yeah, so bear with me. I'm not on Wi-Fi. I am on data, so I may very well lose signal, lose this live stream. So, yeah, just asking me any questions you want about me going tiny from a, like I said, a 4-bedroom house to a tiny cabin. It is a mess right now. As you can see there in the background, Jordan is undoing some groceries. I do have a little chair right there, coffee table, and right here behind me is a futon. I am sitting in the entertainment area of the house. What kind of an insulation we'll be using under the floor? I will, that's a good question. Temporarily, to start out with, I don't know if I'm going to say temporarily, but to start out, definitely we are using rolled insulation, and let's see if you can see it in the back corner. I don't think you can see it in that back corner. Right there is 6 rolls of insulation that is stacked. I will be putting that up tomorrow. Yeah, like I said, I'm not quite sure yet. Probably, I'm most likely going to spray foam the bottom, but I have to get somebody out here to give me a estimate. My cousin out here and give an estimate from my cousin. Roxol for spray foam or the floors. Wee Tree. Or not the floors. I don't know. My cousin owns a spray foam insulation. Hi, what's up? Hey, what's up, IOK? Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. I will look at that because that is something I'd rather do because I like doing that stuff. I like doing stuff myself, so I will look into that. If you know where to get it, let me know. Another thing is, and I'm not going to tell too many people, but if you go to Tractor Supply, you can actually get huge, ginormous cubes of styrofoam that come in whenever they get their trailers brought in, that are there to space and add cushion to their to the trailers. So sometimes you can get it for free. Sometimes it costs money. You know, I don't know. So I will be going to my local Tractor Supply. Actually, there's several. There's 3. How many Tractor Supplies are in Wichita? So there's 3 Tractor Supplies that I will be going to talk to them about the foam blocks. You hear that pitter patter. My lady dachshund is running around. Yeah, as far as insulation for the walls, I am going to be doing John's Manville? John's Manville or JM from Lowe's. It is $17 a roll where I live for R13, which is a little lower than I really want to get. My bed, have I set up a bed yet? You cannot see it, but right there is my bed. I am going to put it upstairs in the loft, but because I don't have it insulated yet, and because I don't have the stairs ran down, I'm not going to put it upstairs. So it is actually in my pantry right now. So the bed is in my shine a light that way. Shine your light when you're gone. Honey, can you give me the flashlight, please? Give me the strength to carry on, carry on. She doesn't want me to sing. There's my bed. I do have my wood stove. I do have two tables in here, one right there behind her, and my insulation. My coffee table, she's lounging on the chair. And right up here above me is another loft. So I don't know if you guys noticed, there is aluminum foil on the windows. That is up until tonight. What are her thoughts about living in a shed house? What are your thoughts about living in a shed house? Going from 4-bedroom to this.
I don't know. Something to get used to.
It's something to get used to is what she says. She says, I don't know, it's something to get used to. Last night was your first night? Last night was her first night here. It really set in on her last night. We were standing outside on the front porch and just looking out. There was a little bit of, it was a little where they just opened up the casino. Horrible idea. But anyways, bad connection right now. Oh, I'm on Wi-Fi though. But anyways, we were standing out on the front porch looking out into the pasture. Let me know when I'm back, Wee Tree. And yeah, and it really hit her. It really set in that that it's peaceful and quiet out here. It's really awesome. So you can hear me. I'm switching Wi-Fi's right now, so give me 1 minute.
It doesn't say it hooked up.
It will here in a second. Because I cannot close this. You should automatically Wi-Fi.
It doesn't say. It doesn't connect to it.
Weetree, are you back? Oh, hang on 1 second, guys. I may lose y'all, but I'll be back. Different. Better Living for Life did a video on a pretty neat shed house. I will have to. I'll have to check that out. I've never heard of that channel. So, hang on 1 second. I'm gonna switch my Wi-Fi. All right, I think I'm connected again. Weetree, am I back? Are you on my? Watch my video. Watch my live.
I don't think you're connected.
Watch my, will you get on there and watch my live video? Okay, Weetree's still there. All right, so I'm switching over to...
But you're not online.
Okay.
Okay, now you're connected.
All right, now I'm connected. All right, sorry guys. So Better Living for Life did a video on a pretty neat shed house. I will have to check that out. Weetree, at the end of the video, will you comment that in my down below in the comments so that I can check that out later. Thank you. I appreciate that. So the other night, I don't know if you guys checked out the video, but I did a video on installing the wood stove. Excuse me. And I was really worried about the fact that I have no insulation up. Actually, I wasn't. I was like, oh yeah, I got this. Who needs insulation? Insulation's for suckers. Well, that night I needed insulation. It was horrible. The wood stove is not on. It's cooling off quite a bit, and I will be putting it on here in just a minute. Yeah, the first couple of nights was really, really crappy because I didn't have any wood. I was burning green wood, and that was really hard to get started to burn, and really did not burn hot at all. So yesterday I went and cut some wood, and so I've got plenty of wood for the next few days. So I will be. It was a lot better last night. The better wood was a lot better. So. Let's see. Any more questions? I'm trying to think of stuff. Now, I'm going to tilt the camera over so you guys can get a better look. What I do plan on doing, I will be insulating and drywall immediately. As soon as the insulation's going up, as soon as the insulation's done going up, I'm buying a little bit at a time, 3 rolls here, 3 rolls there, a couple of rolls here, a couple of rolls there, a roll or 2 here or there. It's better for me to just buy a little bit at a time than try to save up, because at least I can start getting stuff done. And I will be putting up insulation tomorrow because it's supposed to be nice tomorrow. So are you on my stream?
It keeps buffering.
Okay.
It's because I got too much on.
Or we'll stay off it. Weetree, if my comments keep showing up, but I don't see anything. So let me grab my laptop and fire it up. Get these things out of the way real quick. So give me 1 second. It's actually just right here. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that things are a lot louder in here than they are normally because I do not have insulation, I do not have carpet, and there's really nothing to absorb the echoes, absorb sound in here. So I do apologize if things sound a little bit loud. But what I do plan on doing is right here where the walls meet this gambrel part right here, I will be running conduit outside of the drywall, and then everywhere, like for example right here, I will drop it down to about right there for my plugs. So I will be doing it's called, I believe it's industrial style electrical conduit and all that stuff. I will be doing it externally outside of the drywall, so that and not only because I like that look, I like the look of industrial, but also because safety feature for me, because if you think about it, insulations are fireproof, fire resistant, flame resistant, heat resistant, all that good stuff. But to a certain extent, at any temperature, anything will burn. So one thing the reason I had that idea was because, for one, it's going to be a lot easier to maintain and install. Excuse me. Another reason is that if I do have, for some reason, have a short in the wiring in any of the boxes, I will be using metal gang boxes, and if something was to go wrong, that spark will stay contained inside the inside the galvanized gang box rather than um, inside of a plastic gang box and then melt and then go into the insulation and start a small fire. Um, all right, Wee Tree, I've got my external up now. So, and if there is a situation where something does happen on the in one of the boxes, in one of the junction boxes, it stays contained and it's actually exposed, so that if I'm here, which 90% of the time I will be here at the house, if something does happen, then I can see it, and then I can take take action as needed immediately. So. So yeah, that's how I plan on doing my electrical work, and I have a buddy of mine that's going to be helping me with that. Well, he's not going to be helping me; he's just going to be giving me some pointers and tips and tricks, because he is a licensed full-time electrician in the state of Oklahoma. If you own the property or if you own the structure, you can perform your own your own electrical and plumbing work as long as you own it. So that's what I will be doing, and I have worked doing some electrical before, so that's how I plan. I'm pretty well aware of it. So I do plan on doing it myself and then having it inspected afterwards. And it's not like they can say yes or no, because there's actually no code to be enforced around here. But I will have him check it, and just to make sure everything is done correctly, and that I've done it safely. I've done it safely. So let's see, what else? Anything else out there? Anybody else? So who all's in chat? I see 2 people watching now. I know Wee Tree, you're in here. Iva K, are you still here? Are you still with us, Iva K? Wee Tree, I'm trying to talk my sister into doing this, going tiny. So if she does, we'll talk about getting your cabin. So again, I did go to Walmart earlier. Just got back from Walmart. We did some shopping. Actually, we just took my sister up there to go grocery shopping. And so I do have curtains for the doors and windows. So I will be putting curtains up and that foil. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that foil, you can see aluminum foil up there, I think. But that will be coming down. And that's actually a good tip for those of you. Sorry, guys. That's actually a good tip for those of you that are trying to save on heating and cooling costs during the extreme temperature months. Is you can take a sheet of aluminum foil and take a spray bottle, like a Windex bottle kind of, but you can buy them that are empty and clean at the dollar stores or at Dollar Tree, Harbor Freight, Walmart. You can buy them just about anywhere that sells them. So I picked up one, and the reason I did was for reasons I have no idea. Bubble wrap works also. Yes, you're right, it does. And you can actually get Reflectix at the Home Depot and Lowe's that will actually help with the insulation process. But what you would do is you take a sheet of foil that you would take your spray bottle and spray just plain water on your window, and then take the amount of foil, the proper length of foil, and just as straight as possible, as flat as possible, just gently lay it down on the window, and it creates its own seal, and it's really awesome. In the summer, I think I will be doing it in the summer because the heat is pretty rough. So I think I will be doing that in the summer. Um, the when the if you guys have seen my other videos, and the front door has a big window in it, and I really like that to a certain extent. I might put up a shutter on there, make a fancy shutter to cover it with. Not quite sure. Heat and humidity will be bad. Yes, we tree. I do plan on, um, like I said in the other videos, instead of the 2x4s and the rafters, I will be uh, adding 2x6s to that, and not only for the for purposes of reinforcing the roof and maybe extending the life of it, which this does have a 50-year warranty on the roof, I believe. Um, I will be. I'm not really too worried about it, but I do plan on putting upgrading the 2x6s instead of 2x4s, simply so that I can do uh, a reflective barrier inside the insulation up inside the roof, so that it would help with the venting of the radiant heat, the conducting heat that is coming in through the radiant heat that is conducting through the metal, through the wood, and into our atmosphere, into the air inside the house. So I will be doing I will be upgrading that, so for that purpose, to kind of help with the cost of insulating, help with the cost of heating and cooling the house. So again, like I said, these last couple of days have been really rough with no insulation up and temperatures down below freezing. Not much, just 30, 29, but still, it's not really something that is very comfortable. I was able to stay significantly, I was able to stay amazingly comfortable last night compared to the 2 nights before that. So that was really a big, awesome thing for me. So really did enjoy that. So let's see how much time we have on here. So far, we've been on 23 and a half minutes. So I think if anybody else wants to join in chat, I don't know. I haven't been on in a couple. I haven't been on in what's it been? We tree 2 weeks. I haven't been on. I've just completely forgotten about what day it was, and then until about 10 o'clock at night, I just like, oh hey, I was supposed to go live, but I did last week. I did set up a alarm on my phone, so now every week at this time it goes off. 2 weeks, dang it, I hate that. So I do have an alarm set on my phone, so every Thursday evening, Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, I get notified that I have a live show to do, so that I can try to be home early enough to actually go live and to to be with you guys. So yeah, it's been 2 weeks since I've been live, so I'm afraid that people have just kind of, oh well, maybe he'll be back, maybe he won't, and then kind of forgot. How is Oily? She is, from what I understand, she's doing a lot better. She's still working on getting the house, or I'm sorry, not the house, the business going. I think I talked to her. When did I talk to her? It might have been a week ago. I don't remember. I have a horrible memory. I apologize. But I believe she's doing better. I may be mistaken on that. I'm not quite sure. Um, but I believe that she is doing better, and they're just still focusing on the business, trying to get things going with the business. And I know she's had some issues with some family members, and she's been needing prayers. So if you guys pray, please say a prayer for her. If you guys don't pray, then just say, hey, hope things go better. Just wish her good thoughts. Um, and for everybody else, just thank you all so much for your support, because she's a really great person, and I go back and watch her videos of our live streams, and I miss it. I really miss going on live with her every Thursday night and just cutting up with Hawaii, with Squibload, with yeah, we miss her. Yeah, definitely with Hawaii, Squibload, Mouse Toes, and Oily, and myself, and it's just so much fun to get on there and just sometimes it's a lot of drama on there. It's just sometimes it's just a lot of cutting up and just hanging out and just having fun. And sometimes it's we can get heated in there. It's just like, oh, it's just fun though. It's just good fun. Make good friends and really enjoy the time. So, any more questions? Yeah, we pick on each. Miss our hashtags. Miss our hashtags. Definitely miss them. So let's see. I don't know. Still sterile urine. Yes. Hashtag sterile urine. Those were some great times. So as far as the flooring, I think we're gonna do crotch rock. Hashtag crotch rock. Awesome. As far as the flooring, I think we are going to do with a vinyl flooring rolled. I guess some people call it linoleum, but it's not linoleum anymore. It is vinyl. So I think we are going to do a vinyl flooring, and we will cover with rugs. That way, it keeps cleaning and maintenance down. It's a lot easier to sweep and mop a vinyl floor than it is to vacuum a carpeted area several times. Um, when the grass is really dead, and we get a little rain, a little moisture outside, condensation, track a lot of grass in, a lot of grass. So we will be going. That's what your idea is, vinyl.
What?
Vinyl flooring. We will be doing vinyl. We will not be using underlayment. The floor, actually, no, I will be using a all-in-one floating vinyl floor. It's a vinyl floor that has a sound and underlayment actually built into it, I guess you could say, glued to it. And it will be floating, and simply put, it'll just be under the baseboards. It'll be just kind of tucked under the baseboards. It's a glueless vinyl flooring, I think is what it's called. It does have a little foam under foam pad, I guess. Very thin, but it's really neat stuff. And I will be doing that. And we will be using rugs in the living room area because this is a 12 by 26. It is just so simple to get a 12 by 12 rug and just roll it out and how am I doing the walls? Very carefully. That's how. No, like I said, I am going to be putting insulation and then drywall. I will be using sheetrock, and I will be. What do you think about texturing the walls? Smooth the walls and paint them, or textured? Some of the stuff we haven't gone over yet, so we're just trying to, as far as sheetrock, definitely for safety reasons, for fireproof reasons. As you know, I'm very very fire safe conscious. So sheetrock, absolutely. Um, we'll talk a little bit more on if we're going to do a broquet, like a texturing, or just leave it smooth and just paint over it. Um, we will talk more about that in the future, and of course, as things go on, you will be included. So far, the only thing that's been done in this house, to make a modification, is that wood stove. And you guys, I was posted on there, did a couple of tours, a little bit. Did I? I know I recorded them. I can't remember if I posted them because sometimes my video editing app gives me a little bit of trouble. So I will be. So far, the only modification that I've done to this house is put the wood stove in. What's up, BC Truck? How are you doing, buddy? Welcome. Today we're doing, as the title mentions, a Going Tiny Q&A. So ask me questions about why I'm going tiny, or anything you want to know if you are considering it, or if you just have questions. Just ask away. We still got about 30 minutes left on here, so ask away. So far, we've covered what I'm going to be doing as insulation under the flooring. I will be doing a foam board. I will be looking into a foam board, and as well as I will be getting an estimate for spray foam insulation under the house. We went over the walls, the insulation. I will be doing JM from Home Depot. Fiberglass bats in the walls and the ceiling. But I will be getting an estimate. I will go ahead and get an estimate for the inside of the house, just to kind of see what the difference is. I'm already halfway done. I've got 6 rolls of insulation for the walls. That's half the wall already done. So I will be putting that up tomorrow. I will stagger it. Every other stud will be open, and every other one will be filled in. That way, it's not going to be 100%, but it'll be way better. I hope it'll be way better with heating and cooling. We do not have a wood stove on yet. I will be putting it on after the show is over, unless she gets a wild hair and decides to start the wood stove. Doubtful. Doubt it. Hey, how are you? So, again, we will be doing sheetrock. We're not sure yet if we're going to do a broquet or a texturing on the sheetrock, or just leave it smooth and then paint it. Does the cat like the shed house? I think they do. The cat and the dog. I think they are. You know how cats are. They're like, whatever. I am going to start out. The only thing I have on, I guess technically I'm off grid. The only thing I have on in here is my radio, laptop, cell phone, and this light. And the only thing that's plugged in is my radio and the light. And it is attached to my DeWalt radio. So it does have an internal fuse system, so that it's safe if anything happens. But I have an extension cord running to the main house right now. I will be going on grid until we get enough. We decide on a solar panel kit to order. So I think we are going to go with, I can't think of the name, and now it's going to eat me up. Renogy, Renogy, I believe is the name of it. Renogy. Because one kit is the same as the Harbor Freight panel. Renogy, yes. Renogy, the 100 watt kit is the same price as the Harbor Freight 100-watt kit, and it only uses one solar panel. So rather than having four 25-watt solar panels, I will have one 100-watt solar panel, and then I can just buy extra solar panels from there, and just kind of get me a 3, 4, 500-watt. Go bigger than you think on solar. I don't even know what I'm thinking on solar. I have not done anything to, I, you know, everything will be LED. All of my external lights will be LED solar power. For example, um, Harbor Freight solar security lights. That's what my front porch light is in the house now, um, and that's what I will be using around the house, around the shed or the cabin. So all of my external lights will be. Um, Go Green does solar. Ask him. I will go for green. Does solar? Ask him. I will check on that as well. So I will be using. At the very least, I will be off grid for the most part. If anything, the only thing that will be on grid is my major appliances, which is my microwave and my uh, microwave, air conditioners, and fridge. Those will be the only things that will be on grid, simply because it is. It does not. It's still in the summer. I do not pay more than $100. Get rid of the microwave. I I should. I really should. Um, composting septic, or poop in the woods. Composting toilet. Composting toilet. I will be doing composting toilet. That is actually I have no excuse for not doing that already. It's so easy, so simple, and so inexpensive to do. I should have already done it. Um, I will be. I will. I will try to get the materials wrangled up for composting toilet, building a composting toilet, and I will get that. Um, that will be my next project after the installation. Um, is the composting toilet. There's no excuse for me not having done that already. So where I live, it's fairly easy. If I can't just go around out in the yard and find the material, then I can just go around, and I can probably go to my sister's house and look, see if she has the material, then buy it off of her, or even people just give stuff away. If you walk up to somebody, where I live, everybody knows everyone. So lots of great videos on how to build one. Yes, I've seen a couple of them, um, and I will be going convection. I do love a convection oven, but I don't even know if I'm going to be doing any inside cooking inside the house for at least a little bit until things are pretty well, I don't know, almost done, I guess you could say. So I'm not quite sure about that yet. So, but some of the other things that I've thought about doing, I will be doing absolutely wintertime. I will be cooking inside. I do it now, and I will be doing it in the future. As long as I have that wood stove, I will be cooking on the inside. I will cook on the inside in the winter. Um, I will be trying to start to dehydrate. I will be getting a dehydrator and also building one, so that I can start dehydrating some meals and stuff. So. Oh, I do apologize, guys. I am a bit tired. Um, Sleep last night was non-existent for the most part. Um, I don't know, there's something about not having a box fan on, just hard It's difficult to be able to sleep without the sound of that fan going on, you know. Um, and the Snuffleupagus up here. So, um, let's see. Anybody else? Been a long day for me. Gotta poop the dogs and go to bed. Good night, y'all. Have a good night, BC. Have a good night. Stay safe. Keep prepping. Hope your night goes well. Um, so yeah. As far as I'm having problems with the cat, you know, I do have a lot of wildlife out here around the house. I do have, I do have wild, you know, of course, there's wild cats, stray cats. We do have bobcats. We do have cougars. We also have coyotes and predatory birds. We have owls at night, and we have hawks and buzzards during the day. So I'm having a lot of issues with keeping the cat in. Of course, he doesn't want to stay in. He's not even in right now, is he? Where's Lady?
In bed.
Okay. Um, the cat doesn't come in very much. So what I do plan on doing is I do plan on making an enclosed cat area um, with a access through one of the windows. Not quite sure which window and um, how I'm going to do that just yet, but I will be making a cat door for the window. So, oh my goodness. Oh, my back is killing me. I've been having a lot of problems with my back. A lot of problems with my back over the last couple of weeks. It's really hindered a lot of stuff. Really slowed down on my ability to pretty much do a lot of things. I just hope it can let up enough for me to be able to do the work in this house, which I hope it does. I think it will. But um, I I put in for a job close, local. I will be away on weekends only, so that'll give me time during the week to do my videos and help help me with a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna see how that works on my back, see if that helps. Which I know it's not gonna help, but see exactly how bad that it's gonna hurt me. So we'll see about that in the future. Um, I don't know. Just sitting here. Again, we went Walmart grocery shopping, got some stuff for the house. Took my sister grocery shopping, and being on my feet and walking around like that, pulling that shopping cart, was really hard on my back. And I actually even considered going to get one of them power wheelchairs because that's how bad I was hurting. Just sitting here, it's really uncomfortable. I'm going to try to make it the 15 minutes, but I really don't know if I'm going to be able to. You can see I'm kind of doing this kind of number, and you know, it's just really hard for me to be able to just sit. I can't sit very long, can't stand very long. Sleep is almost non-existent. So yeah, um, this will really be a challenge for me. Not in the fact that I have to learn how to do things. Everything that I'll be doing on this house, I know how to do. 100%. So it is not by no means a challenge of my knowledge. It will be a challenge of my back. So that's what I'm worried about. Um, but I'll tell you what, the cold is starting to set in really good right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and call. She's making fun of me. I'm gonna go ahead and call it chat. I'm gonna call the chat tonight. WeTree BC, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Those of you who are watching on a replay, I really appreciate you checking out this video. If you guys have any more questions, please feel free to leave comments down below and ask me any questions. Also, if you have any suggestions on what you'd like to see next, or I have an idea, help me build this house. If you guys have any ideas of things you guys want to see, let me know, and I will do my best to incorporate those ideas in the house. That way, if you guys are interested in building and want to see how long it's going to take, how hard, how difficult, and what the material is, let me know, and I will try. If it's not completely out of the budget, I will definitely try to incorporate those ideas. And if it is something that is out of my budget and you guys absolutely want to see it, let me know, and I will definitely try to hack my way into doing it at a maybe a different price, less expensive, more affordable price. Um, WeTree, thank you. It's been happening a lot the last couple of chats. But anyways, if there are some things you guys want to see that you may want to try to incorporate in your build, definitely let me know, and I will definitely put that in. I will incorporate that into my build so that I can show you guys maybe how easy it is, how difficult it is, what materials you'll need, maybe a different way of going about doing the same thing, or even just see what it would look like. Just definitely leave comments down below. You can also check me out, follow me on my social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All the links for all my social media platforms are down below in the description. If you like this video and want to see more, hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell. That way you can get notified to any future content that I post. Every Thursday from 8 p.m. Central Time to 9 p.m. I do live streams just like this. Mostly it is a pre-thought out throughout the week game plan as to what I'm going to be posting. And it'll be something that I just, something has to do with prep. Always has to do with prepping. If not, it will be going over some tiny house stuff. So when we get tomorrow, I will be doing a lot of work on putting insulation up. So please definitely keep your eyes out for that video. Again, make sure you hit that notification button. That way you can get notified for that content as well. I will be doing a review on the stove, a 2 year, 3 year, how long have I had that? 2 years?
What?
The wood stove. I will be doing a 2 year review on the wood stove, and I will be doing that either tonight or tomorrow. And that video will be the next up, because my last video was the install of this wood stove, and I did not get to do the review of it because of my editing software only limiting me to a certain amount of time. So I do appreciate you guys stopping by and taking the time to chat with me, and I'm so thankful for it. So guys, if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. Stay safe and keep prepping, and I'm going to try to figure out again how to turn this off. Alright guys, have a good night.